Good evening, everyone. I'm Jerry Shannon, Artistic Director at Pensacola Opera. Thank you so much for joining me this evening for a wonderful Throwback Thursday with our special guest. And let's bring him right up and get the fun started. And let's meet Dean Anthony. Hey, buddy.
Hey, my friend. Oh, my God. It's so great to see you. It's great to be here as well.
You're good?
What's that?
How's it going?
Oh, perfectly adequate.
I want to comment on just the impressive beard.
Thank you.
It really is. It's quite a statement. Yeah.
There's been time to let it go a little longer. We've had time. So, I decided to take everything off the top and just let it be on the bottom. And, it's something different. So.
Right. Now, did we talk about this before? About do you shave? Are you shaving? You do it with a razor like every day?
Not every day. Not every day. No. But I am. I have graduated to that, and Kathy Olson just said she loved us. We love you, Kathy Olson.
We love you.
So, exactly. I don't know. It's just I shave it once or twice a week, and Jerry, I discovered that without knowing it, I had this kind of bald spot in the back because I don't look back there very often, and somehow I noticed it one day and I went, "What?" And I went, and maybe we'll just go whatever. There you have it.
Well, that's the same with me. I think I had not really realized it was as immense as it was until I saw a picture. I was down in the pit and someone had taken a picture. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh.
Conductors always care about, that's all we see. I mean, come on.
I need a pink gel. Now, my brother shaves. My oldest, he does the shaving. But I do the buzz, with the razor, the electric razor all the way down to nothing.
I gotcha.
And just do that.
I recall that.
Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What an amazing throwback chat this is starting off to be.
You always have to talk about your ablutions, Yeah. It's always good to get that out of there so that we can sort of set the line. I know.
Some bay rum. Yeah, maybe.
Really. But, you had mentioned that we are very close to 25 productions.
We're almost at an anniversary, my friend.
Silver.
I went back and started counting this morning, and I was just putting the little lines, and I went, "Holy crap!" Yeah. It just kept going, and we're about to have our silver anniversary.
Well,
is that what that is?
Is it 2004? Is that first La Mancha in Shreveport?
Correct. That's the first show that we did together. Right. Yeah, right. Exactly. Right. So, and thus
the reign of terror began.
It changed my life. It truly changed my life. So,
I hope for the video, I'm not so sure. Oh God, Arnold Rolls is in the house.
Okay. What's up, Arnold?
I'll tell you. I know. I was hoping to see him. He was going to be driving through doing a master class, I think, in Mobile and then down in Central Florida. But when you heard the first time, I was having the not like, what is this?
Right.
And then when he was going home, he had the what is this?
Well,
so everybody's very.
Opera was the first time I got to work with Arnold. So
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Right. And I think you're coming up to 9 here at Pensacola.
Yeah, it was a little shocking to me, but loved it. Loved every single time, and I love your ensemble, and they are patient and sweet to me. They are so kind to me, and I know that the first time I worked there, they all kind of went, "Oh my God, what is this?"
Well, they had never had that because I've been with him for many years. Oh, Dennis Jesse is here. It's too much. but and I want to remember that was Carmen, right, with Audrey.
That was during the was that during the
That was,
snowstorm, and
it was
and
January.
she came in almost 4 days late because of the
Yeah, she
snowstorm,
couldn't get in.
and we staged the entire show around her.
But you had done it with her.
But thank God I had just recently done it with her
You guys had done it.
in Florentine, and so that took the pressure off of me. But everybody else was
Right.
But staging a Carmen without a Carmen is fascinating. I mean, it is fascinating.
That's when she had. I don't think that her daughter was very old because her mom actually came up.
She did
from South Florida.
But do you know that story?
And
I'm interrupting you.
Was waiting for her. What's that?
Interestingly enough, when I did my first Carmen with Audrey, she was pregnant with Luna. Right. And I didn't know until just a touch before she showed up. So we did the whole show and she was pregnant. And Jerry, I was panicked. I was so worried. It's Carmen. Yeah. And so every time we did something and she said, "Oh, I'm game. You know, Audrey. I mean, she'll do anything." And I went, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was so nervous. And honestly, Jerry, she was so kind. She sent me a text from the hospital right after Luna was born. And she said, "She's perfect." And I busted into and it broke me. And I just talked to her the other day too. So anyway.
It does make you worry because of the, precarious nature of physical,
Yeah, and I had only been directing.
Oh, really? Was that early when you first did the first one?
Well, it was relatively. It was early enough, but I had done Carmen before that. Thank God, that production. Mm-hmm. But you're worried, and you're just worried about anybody getting hurt in anything, and especially if they're with child.
Right. So, and you had sung many Carmens. I mean, not that role, right?
No, the dress didn't fit. So I did a lot of remendados. A lot of remendados.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was never my favorite, but I enjoyed the physicality of the short. But I did quite a few. But I'd rather direct it.
But I remember that her mom was here because she was going to be taking care of Luna.
Right.
When Audrey was rehearsing, but we were just waiting, and I think you're right. I think she arrived on a Wednesday.
And final room run was
Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday morning.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, unbelievable. So we had basically 2 days, to put her back in, and it worked. And Mikey was in that. Michael Mays was in that, and wasn't he?
Was that Chad?
Wait a minute, I did it with Mike.
Chad.
Chad. It's our first time working together too, which was cool, and I really enjoyed the Traviata with him. So yeah, it's always great. I mean, I always love the way you cast.
I have you were talking about your work with the ensemble, and this was this was your first show with them, and they weren't used to having a director really encourage them to be an active, integral part of the drama that's going on, and so you really encourage them to do that, and boisterously so, and so they all enjoyed it. But they benefited from that and continue. But also, what was amazing was what you were able to do with this group. So we're going to look at a little clip from that Carmen, and then talk about how you're able to do this.
I have no idea what you're going to play. Oh my God, I took notes. Where are these kids? They're all graduated from high school now, but that's okay.
You believe it? Now, how are you able with children? You know, and these are not stage children. These are from the Pensacola Children's Chorus. You know, you're the
Yeah,
wonderful. We're so lucky to have a wonderful children's chorus here
absolutely.
in town. They always work with the opera. They come so well prepared musically,
They
but they're
do.
not to the stage born. How do you do that and then create that?
You know, it's funny. I mean, I created it in my head based on the music and the beats, and you know how I work. So, I mean, that's just what I wanted to do with it. And you know, honestly, it's just about their spirit more than anything. I mean, if I get the spirit from them, we're okay. You know, the choreography of it is what it is, and it's just to get them rough and tumble and fun. And I just go in there. Yeah, I go in with a pretty high energy, which anybody knows me that's on here kind of knows that. And I just bring it with them, and I just don't let them go back once I start. I just get them excited about it, and I usually see them, and I think I did here too, Jerry. I see them almost first. I mean, they come in the room, and we start that process